Man, she ain't even playing fair. Oh, no, she isn't. Dr. Dre wife came to get down. Man, can you believe this? Hmm? Can you believe it? Telling you. It's woo. This goes to show you, man, it is more than one way to skin a cat. If you got money, they gonna think of a way to try to get it from you. Man, she is something else. Now she's claiming first, when people announce a divorce, it's always something like we gonna work it out, we gonna do what's best for the kids, we gonna be, do this quietly. Now, this is Dr. Dre. We're talking about over 800 million. First, she wanted 2 million a month in a settlement after saying there was no prenup. Dr. Dre's like, yeah, there was a prenup. Then she claims he ripped it up. He said no, he ripped it up. Yeah. Try that out in court. So now with this prenup that they got signed, she's trying to claim it was under duress. You've been married like 20, 30 some years, so that ain't gonna fly. So now she's like, well, I own part of Dr. Dre's name. I own part of the name Dr. Dre. What? The five who that lifted what? Run that by me again. What? You own part of the name Dr. Dre. He was Dr. Dre before you was even thought of. He was Dr. Dre when he was choking Miss Chalet. So how in the world you are part owner of the name Dr. Dre? Are you insane? Wow. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know, people. I don't know what's wrong with the world, but this is a high profile case. And I know Dr. Dre and his team and the lawyers that he would have and provide, it would be a gag order on all of the information that's pertaining to this trial of this divorce settlement, everything else involved. So the only information you're going to get is what's actually volunteered to the actual press. So all the things that are coming out is what each side is volunteering. Sino knows these things. So now she's the one that put out what she was detailing, why she was asking for $2 million a month, like $20,000 for phones. I'm like, what kind of plan do she have? You ain't get on T-Mobile? What is going on? $20,000 for the phone? Then she went out and took like over $300,000 out of an account, a business account, just wrote a check for it and took the money out. Now they trying to get her, Dr. Dre lawyers are trying to get her for embezzlement. Wait a minute, that's embezzlement. That's right. I've been doing it for 20 some years. And she's like, look, it's been going on all the time. This woman knows some dark secrets to be doing this kind of stuff because it's crazy. And the buck don't stop there. Oh, you think it stopped there? No, now she's claiming domestic violence. Now she pulling a domestic. Ooh, wait. She wants Dr. Dre to go through a 21-hour deposition. Mm, mm, mm. See, there's one thing a woman knows more than anything, especially a woman that's been married that many years around a man. She knows that man. She knows that man better than that man probably knows himself. So she knows, okay, I probably ain't gonna win because of that prenup, but you gonna wish you paid me and got rid of me because I'm gonna make things very uncomfortable for you. And this will be very uncomfortable for Dre. Because Dre's past history of alcohol and abuse claims and charges and D Barnes and Michelle A, all this stuff gonna come all up in a deposition that he don't want to be involved in. Not at all. Dre don't want to be sit down. This deposition gonna be on YouTube. And it's gonna be everywhere. And people are gonna be talking about the Dr. Dre deposition, and that'll mess up a whole lot of business for Dre. A whole lot of future endeavors. A lot of people have to sever ties of being around Dre. See, there's ways to get around things. And she's using every angle she can to get around that prenup. Dr. Dre should talk to her team, come up with a settlement, and say, here you go. One lump sum, and this is all you're getting. And get rid of her. Get her out of your life. Your kids are grown, pay your money, and move on. You know why? Do you want to know why? This is why. Because it's going to be more of a headache. You could sign her to something that she could have a gag order. She could never do an interview, sit around and talk about the settlement, everything. That money can come back. Or you could sue her for the money. Get portions of the money back. That person will be controlled by the dollar amount that they were given. They have no freedom. So these rights, like remember the Facebook, the Winklevoss, when he's like, we created Facebook. And what did Mark Zuckerberg do? And what advice did the lady give him? It's like, pay them off. Why are you even going through this? Give them some money, come to a settlement price, pay them off, and you never have to do anything with them ever again. But yet they'll be stuck under a clause that they can't get from under. Like they're gonna be all these things in fine print. If they violate the confidentiality agreement in any way, shape, or form, money gone. Plus, they ain't gonna need the money anyway. Facebook, look where it's at now. Billions. Billions. All the other social sites suffered, not Facebook. They bought into Instagram. They bought into anything that was gonna come near it. Why? Because they didn't sell it and sell out to the corporates and say, we're gonna give it to Google. Come on, Google, you run it. Look how all that's turned out for a lot of the other companies. So as a woman, she knows what she wants, how to get it, and how to apply herself when she tries to go get it for herself. She knows what she's doing. And when a woman knows what she wants and how to get what she wants, she's dangerous. Look out. So always understand and don't ever underestimate the woman in a divorce, and especially in a powerful divorce with a powerful man. When they're around these powerful men, what do you think these women are doing? They're studying. They're knowing if I get out and get an exit plan or he tries to replace me, I can mess up so many things for him. It's cheaper to keep her. So she's divorcing him. So that's telling you something is wrong there in the picture. Or she says this is the right moment to get mine. Now, it's obvious to see what her motivation is. We can see it. He's like, okay, well, there's the motivation. So now that we got motivation and reason and purpose, now comes the hard part. Now comes the ridiculous part. Now comes why. Why now? All of this will be drug out in court. We're going to hear more about it as Dre denied any abuse whatsoever towards the wife. And it's not about what is the truth, it's about what you can prove. Right? What can you prove? Will a jury sit there and look at Dr. Dre and say he didn't do these things that she said after they've seen the D Barnes, after they've seen Michelle A, after they've seen your admission in writing on social media? It's going to be hard to have Dre in a courtroom, and she knows Dre don't want to be in a courtroom. Dre don't want to be on a stand. He don't want to go into a deposition. She knows all of this is damaging to him. This is a strategy move because that I signed the prenup under duress. It's weak. It's weak sauce. Well, that about does it right there. Yeah, same thing I said, Sino. You know, that's dead right. You dead right. Yeah. Uh-huh. I was Dr. Dre when I came in the game. I was Dr. Dre in the record crew with the stethoscope, with the shiny suit. That was me. Now how you get a piece of my name? You own Dr. Dre. Stop playing. Nobody owns Dre. Beats by Dre, baby. Go get him. I'm out. All right, I'm out. Support the Cash App, which is Carceno, Karceno. Hit the like button if you're new. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I catch y'all, and definitely on the Patreon. I did it for all tiers, not VIP, all tiers. It's a very important thing on there y'all need to see. It's happening. So it's gonna make you rethink everything you saw in all these incidents you saw in the streets and that in social media, everything. It changes the game. So if you're on my Patreon, no matter what tier you are in, you all get to see it. I'm out.